evening. I want us to read for 1 hour, and then I can go to sleep. Tomorrow is a Sunday, and um, it's very interesting. Then Job replied, "Only my anguish could be weighed, and all my misery be placed on the scales. Mhm. It would surely outweigh the sand of the seas. No wonder my words have been. Mhm. The arrows of the Almighty are in me, but my spirit drinks in their poison. Mhm. God terrors are marshaled against me. Mhm. Does a wild donkey bray when it has grass? Hello, when it has fodder? Is tasteless food eaten without salt, or is there flavor in the sap of the mellow? I refuse to touch it. Such food makes me ill. Oh, that I might have my request that God would grant, that I hope for. Mhm. If you're new to this channel, subscribe, comment, and I'll be more than happy to be here this wonderful evening. Then I would still have this consolation, my joy in unrelenting pain, that I have not denied the words of the Holy One. What strength do I have that I should still have hope? That I should be patient. Do I have the strength of stone? Is my flesh bronze? Do I have any power to help myself now that success has been driven from me? Mhm. Anyone who withholds kindness from a friend forsakes the fear of the Almighty. But my brothers are as undependable as intermittent streams, as streams that overflow. That's a very interesting verse. But my brothers are as undependable as the intermittent streams. Mhm. When darkened by thawing ice and and swollen with melting snow, but that stops flowing in the dry season and in the heat vanish from their channels. Okay, if you're new to this channel, I hope that will not be like those streams that vanish during the dry season. I hope this channel I hope that we'll be streaming live every day until we finish reading the scripture. Caravans turn aside from their routes. They go off into the wasteland and perish. The caravans of Timar look for water. The traveling merchants of Sheba look in hope. They are distressed because they had been confident. They arrived there only to be disappointed. I hope wherever you go, when you arrive, you will not be disappointed. Now you too have been proved to be of no help. You see something dreadful and are afraid. Wow. Have I ever said, give something on my behalf? Pay ransom for me from your wealth? Deliver me from the hand of the enemy? Rescue me from the clutches of the ruthless? Teach me that I will be quiet. Show me where I have been wrong. How painful are honest words, but what do your arguments power? Welcome Destan YT to this channel, and I'm very happy to host you. Subscribe and comment, and I will be more than happy to read the scripture because tomorrow is a very long day. And how painful are honest words, Do you mean to correct what I say or treat my desperate words as wind? You would often cast lots for the fatherless and better away from your friend, but now also lie to your face. Relent, do not be unjust. Reconsider, for my integrity is at stake. Is there any wickedness in my lips? Can my mouth not discern malice? Ladies and gentlemen, we have read 6 chapters of the book of Job, and it was such a wonderful experience. Tomorrow we'll meet here, same place, same time, and I hope that we'll read the scripture together. I don't want you to be left behind. I want us to be reading the scripture every day. And subscribe and comment. We've just come to the end of our reading. I don't want to extend, because if I extend, you will not digest what we have just read. You will not digest what we have, what we have covered this night. So as I finish, I'm going to say something. Do not allow this, whatever we are doing, to pile up. Always, every day, try to catch up with what we are doing so that we can grow in the word together. So as I said, it's always a pleasure talking to you. It's always a pleasure. This is my favorite part of the day. Sorry, of the night. And I'm tired. I want to go and sleep. Is there any issue? Is there any question? I'm giving you 5 minutes to ask me any question that you would want. This is your moment. Please don't let it waste away. You can ask me any question that you want before I go. I just have a few minutes. I need to go and rest. I've had a very long day. Any question, guys? Any question before I go? I will be more than happy to answer you. I'll be more than happy to answer your question before I go. Any question? Any question that you might have? I will be more than happy to answer you tonight before I go. You can continue. You can ask me any question now. We are reading the book of Job. We have just finished reading the book of Israel. We have finished reading the book of Nehemiah. We have finished reading the book of... we also read the book of Ruth. We read the book of Ruth. Remember the story of Boaz, the story of Ruth. We've read, the whole... we are now close to finishing because, the book of Job is one of the biggest books. So once we finish the book of Job, the other book that is huge is the book of Isaiah, Jeremiah, Ezekiel. The rest, once we are clear Job and we clear with Isaiah, Jeremiah, and Ezekiel, clearly we have finished reading the scripture, and that will clear in maybe this week or at the end of the month. We'll be already through with those books. Now in the New Testament, we have already covered a lot part of the New Testament, and I know that in a very short period of time we'll already cover the New Testament. If you have any question, you can ask me now before I leave. If you have any question, you can ask me tonight before I go. Or should I continue reading? Okay, if you want me to continue reading, I don't know, I'm also energetic. We can continue reading. I don't feel like going anyway. I feel energetic. I don't feel like I want to go. Can we continue reading? Are you up for the game? Good. Let's continue reading because I feel like if you're going to sleep right now, it would be wasteful. So let us continue reading. Chapter 7. Do not mortals have hard service on earth? Are not their days like those of hired laborers? Like a slave longing for the evening shadows, or a hired laborer waiting to be paid. So I have been allotted months of futility, and nights of misery have been assigned to me. When I lie down, I think, how long before I get up? The night drags on, and I toss and turn until dawn. Wow. My body is clothed with worms and scrubs. My skin is broken and festering. My days are swifter than a weaver's shuttle, and they come to an end without hope. Remember, O God, that my life is but a breath. My eyes will never see happiness again. That is in the first chapters of the book of Job. But remember, the last chapter of the book of Job, he said in Job chapter 42, verses 5, I had heard about you, but now I have seen you. Are we together? Don't go anywhere. And the eye that now sees me will see me no longer. They will look for me, but I will not be. I'll be no more. As a cloud vanishes and is gone, so one who goes down to the grave does not return. He will never come to his house again. His place will know him no more. Therefore, I will not keep silent. I will speak out in the anguish of my spirit. I will complain in the bitterness of soul. Am I the sea or the monster of the deep, that they put me under guard? Allah, listen here. Job has told us. Listen, in Job chapter 12, it says that there are monsters in the deep that are usually. Did you know that? I didn't know that myself. And they say that in the oceans there are monsters that they are always guarded. I didn't know that. Let's continue reading. When I think my bed will comfort me and my couch will ease my pain, even then you frighten me with dreams, so that I prefer strangling to death rather than this body of mine. I despise my life. I would not live forever. Let me alone. My days have no meaning. What is mankind that you make so much of them? Wow. That you examine them every morning and test them every moment. Will you ever look away from me and let me alone even for an instant? If I have sinned, what have I done to you? And you see everything we do. This is very interesting. Why have you not made me your target? Have I become a burden to you? Why do you not pardon my offenses and forgive my sins? For I will soon lie down in the dust. You'll search for me, but I shall be no more. Oh, that's great.